Hello and welcome to this video for Essential Math 4DS students or anybody that wants to learn about calculating using the law of sines. We're going to look at two examples of the two different ways the law of sines can be used to calculate missing information. You'll notice in the little picture I put here, there's two different ways to write the law of sines. This is the one I'm going to use in the video with the sides on top and the sine of each angle on the bottom. But your teacher might have used the opposite. It'll work either way. Please note the labeling of a triangle as well. All the sides get little letters, all the angles get big letters, and the big letter is opposite the little letter in the triangle. So small a is opposite big A, small b opposite big B, small c opposite big C. How you label doesn't really matter, but as I do the video, I'm going to show you a little trick that I use to make the formula a little bit easier. So example 1, find the length of this missing side x. In order to use law of sines, you have to have a pair of given information that I'm going to call partners. Specifically what I mean is you have to have been given an angle and the length of a side opposite that angle. If you have that, it's a law of sines question. If you don't have that, it will be a law of cosines question, which is another video you can watch on this site. Okay, I have that, so whenever I have that, I'm going to name my partners with big A and small a. Okay, and then they're going to give me another piece of information. In this case, they gave me this angle, so I'm going to call that big B, just going up one in the alphabet, and that would make the unknown here little b. And the reason I do that is that so that I don't need this third part of the formula necessarily. Right, I can just deal with the a's and the b's that I have in here. So sine law tells me that small a, which is 43, divided by the sine of big A, so sine of 58 degrees, is equal to small b, which I don't know in this question, it's x, is divided by the sine of big B, which is 97 degrees. This formula that you're using would be given to you on your exam formula sheet. Okay, so you don't have to memorize it, you can use it for reference. Okay, in order to solve this, I'm going to use cross multiply and divide. So on my calculator, I'm going to go 43 times sine of 97 degrees. That's my cross multiply. And then divide by sine of 58 degrees. Okay. Now, if you're a DAL calculator, and your teacher can help you know the difference, you just type this in as it looks, 43 times sine 97 divided by sine 58. Make sure your calculator is in degree mode before you start. If you're non-DAL, you have a little bit of a problem in that these two trig ratios have to be typed in backwards. So you're actually going to type in 43 times 97 sine divided by 58 sine, and then press equals at the end. Okay, so your teacher probably already walked you through types of calculators. If they didn't, and if you don't know which one you are, go talk to your teacher or somebody in room 104, the resource room, and they can help you to know what kind of calculator you have. Anyways, when I put this into my calculator, which I'm making sure is set in degree mode, I get, and I know you can't see this in the video, but I'm just doing this off to the side over here. I get an x that is 50.3267261. So I'm going to go 50.33. And because it's a side, it would have the same unit as any other side, so it's 50.33 centimeters would be my answer. Try it on your calculator. If you can't get the same answer, try the non-DAL. If you still can't get the same answer, it's time to look for some help. Get somebody to help you with your calculator. In example 2, find the size of the missing angle. I again know this is a sine law question because I have the partners that we talked about before, an angle and the side opposite that angle. As soon as you have that partnership given, it's a sine law question. So I'm going to call the angle of my partnership A, and that would make this side A. Now I don't know this angle, but I'm still going to call it big B, and this side will be little b. So setting up my formula again, I get small a, which is 70, over sine of big A, so sine of 110 degrees. And that's equal to little b, which is 32 feet, divided by sine of theta, because I don't know what big B is. I'm going to put in the unknown. This creates a little bit of a problem on the calculator. We're still going to cross multiply and divide. So I get 32 times sine of 110 degrees divided by 70. The problem is the answer I'm going to get is not exactly the answer that I'm looking for. Remember, if you're non-DAL, you're going to type in 110 sine as opposed to sine 110. So 32 times sine 110 divided by 70, I get this number. And normally I wouldn't even write this step down. I'm just doing it for the video. I get 0.4295737,695. What I want to do is I want to do the inverse sine of that number. So I want to press second and the sine button to get inverse sine. If you're non-DAL, some good news for you for once, that's all you have to do. With this decimal number showing on your screen, press second sine. If you're DAL, you have to press second sine and then either equals or maybe a little button that says previous answer. Again, get your teacher to help with your calculator. We can't really help in the video because there's so many different calculators out there, it's hard to know what to do. The answer you're trying to get to, and I'll quickly do it on my calculator, is rounded to 2 decimal places, 25.44 degrees. So play with your calculator a bit and see if you can get there. If you can't, that's okay. Go and find some help in the remedial room or from your teacher, and they can help show you the key presses to get all the way to that answer. These are the 2 different sine law questions we can ask you, missing side or missing angle. So that's really all you have to learn is those 2 different types of examples. I hope this helps you out, and thanks for watching the video.